Nestled here in the heart of Southern California, the Baja Shop has been in the off-road racing culture since the 70s, a legacy passed on to my brother Jesse and I by our father. Our family has spent the last 6 years perfecting our craft of off-road fabrication, engineering, and design. The Baja Shop is a family legacy, and I'm raising the next generation to enjoy building off-road vehicles and also to have a love of off-road racing as much as I do. My name is AJ, and this is the original Baja Shop. You know, I've been talking a lot about these unique projects that we've been building. Well, one of them is this VW Transporter. It's pretty rad. My brother built it, my brother Jesse. Came out really nice. We did upper and lower A-arms in the front, boxed A-arms, rear trailing arms. So it's kind of based off of I don't know, I would say like a Class 10 style, full tubular chromoly chassis. Everything on it's chromoly. Not your average transporter, you know. I've seen them for many years. I've built ones where we've made racks onto the roof, racks on the back. I've seen them at the car shows for years when I've done a lot of Volkswagen car shows, but this thing is something I've never seen. It's a full tubular chassis. So basically, we're not even using any of the components of the stock original frame. We're not using the pivot locations for the A-arm geometry. We're not using any of it. It's all handmade, basically off of a platform of a dune buggy.
I'm working on this van, VW van for a customer that's going to race the NORRA Baja races. I never built one before like this, and it's kind of special because I never seen one before, and he's gonna have a good time. It's more of like a family van for him to go to the store with his wife and hit the off-road trails.
These guys here at the shop have done magic with a dream vehicle for us, which is a three-door Volkswagen, and starting from the rear of the vehicle with a Porsche motor, moving up to a Weddle transmission, spread out through the rear arms, the calipers, the king shocks, going up to the front, the tube work that has been done to strengthen the vehicle in case of a rollover. The electronics that are being done are all modern electronic gauges and computerized navigation. We have the full front end custom made, again with the king shocks, the custom work by the Baja Shop, the Pro-Am wheels and rims, and it's a vehicle that's built to take on the Baja California off-road racing.
The next thing we're going to do on this vehicle is we're going to do a belly pan and the skid plate. But what I'm really excited about is how Jesse's going to do the aluminum dash on this with the removable Garmins. It's going to be pretty slick, you know, and he's going to do all the door panels pretty nice. We're not going to get too crazy, you know, they're just door panels, and you know, this is we're trying to stay within some sort of budget, but we're going to work on concentrating on a really nice dash in here, you know, maybe a center console with some cup holders. There's room for it, and like I said, we're going to use the Garmin GPS, the newer removable ones. You can take it with you anywhere and then pop it back in your car, which really works nice. You know, I had my apprehensions about those at first, but then after using them, man, you know, how can you do it without those? You know, so I can't wait. We're gonna see what this thing looks like finalized with the dash and the door panels and what this whole little rocket ship of a VW Transport is gonna turn out to be.
I'm thinking like a Holly. You got this big giant panel here, and we need to fill it up. So I'm thinking maybe like a 12-inch Holly dash right there with this Garmin GPS. Is that what this is, GPS? And put it right here.
That sounds good.
What do you think? That looks really good, dude. And then we can put the Switch Pro's keypad. Where are we gonna put that bad boy?
Center console.
That's what I'm thinking. I think that's a good combination.
So should we try it, put it in and see what you think?
Yeah, let's see if it fits.
All right. Let's do that. Here, help me out.
All right, cool.
So what do you think? It's gonna work for you?
I think it's going to work out excellent. This vehicle is excellent, man. I can't even begin to tell you what I'm really thinking right now. This thing is just amazing, man.
I made the face come off so you can get back to the wires and then the remote reservoirs. And
I think that's a great idea. The fact that we can just take the steering wheel off and this dash is removable and we can mount all the, you know, the dash here, the GPS, and then undo the Zeus's, and then we have full access to everything, all the wiring. Our part in this vehicle that we're building is we're gonna do all the electrical. And we're gonna put a Holley dash, 12-inch dash, and a Switch Pros 12. Basically what we're doing is we're gonna make this vehicle a little more modern, and we're gonna put this solid state relay that has a little keypad. So we're gonna be eliminating all the switches, and then we're gonna put a digital dash, which is gonna eliminate all the analog gauges. The Holley 12 will give us all the data. As, for instance, it would give us tachometer, speedometer, oil pressure, water temp, volts. You know, we can pretty much program it to read a gear indicator, anything specific, boost. It's a little more intelligent, so there can be additional programming into the Holley, so it's capable of doing a ton of features. But for this vehicle, since it's air-cooled, we're primarily going to use the Holley for the tach, speedometer, oil pressure, coolant temp, and voltage. That should give us everything we need with this air-cooled vehicle.
We wanted to make it easily so you can change your tire, you know, boom, I can change my tire, you know, it's a fun ride, right? I don't want to have to struggle trying to get my tires out of here. I want to be able to look at everything in a glance and go, okay, everything's tight and everything is good, let's keep going, right? Simplistic, you know, keeping with the look of a VW transport van and trying to make it look like an off-road, you know, trophy truck van, VW. All right, a little update on the VW transport van. We have the skid plates on, the tires on it, it's on wheels and tires, it's held up by its own weight. We finished up a few other little details and we got the winch installed, the sand sliders, pretty much everything's ready to go. Next week we get the motor in, we're gonna put it in. Jesse's gonna do the final plumbing of the brake lines, the power steering, etc. And then we're taking it off to Gio's shop for the electrical, and then we're gonna run that thing over here. We're gonna see how it does. It's gonna be one interesting ride, that's for sure. I wanna put a weld around here. I want this right to there. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification button. That way you'll be notified on any upcoming episodes plus any bonus videos.